I have a question. How does one become a ruler of one of the four nations in Avatar The Last Airbender? The Fire Nation is set up where it's royal blood, passed down through generations, of course. Whoever is up next. The Water Tribe is a little bit more difficult. Because there's two of them, there's two different rulers. Yet we still don't know how those rulers are picked. Maybe just the strongest. And the one who's better able to take care of the village. The air nomads are even more of a kind of mystery around it. Because of the fact that there's multiple different temples and they all kind of live together as equals. So maybe they don't really have a identifiable ruler. And then we come to the Earth Kingdom, where there is one main ruler of Ba Sing Se, but then we have Omashu. And how does the ruler of Omashu get picked? And rather, even have so much power and control to be the second king of the Earth Kingdom? Okay, so 2 years ago I wrote a fan fiction about King Bumi and how he came to sit on the throne of Omashu. And it was for a English assignment. The rules of the assignment were write a fictional story about a character in your favorite series or book. So I picked Avatar, which was one of my favorite series at the time, and King Bumi because he's my favorite character within that series. So the questions I wanted to answer within my story was King Bumi's backstory, his history. Because we don't know a lot about how King Bumi was brought up as a kid, or even how he became to sit on the throne. So the story takes place before the 100-Year War, and I added in a whole bunch of things about King Bumi's backstory and details about Omashu that I just thought up on top of my head. I did do some research to try to make it sound like it could fit into the main story, of course, because I really wanted it to be like it could be his backstory. So we're going to read over the original assignment. So let's get into it. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is TJ and I make content that I like and find interesting. And I hope you enjoy this video. Our story begins in a peaceful Omashu.
Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
King Bumi and the Throne, written by yours truly. Fire Lord Sozin killed off the air nomads, searching for the Avatar, therefore starting the 100-Year War, against the other three nations, the Earth Kingdom and the North and South Water Tribes. King Raza, king of Omashu, which is the second biggest city in the Earth Kingdom, knew what would happen. Raza knew if the Fire Nation wanted a war, they were going to come after the Earth Kingdom next. And Ba Sing Se, the capital, is too powerful, so their target will be Omashu. Raja was too old to fight another war. He was already 118 years old. He knew he had to pick the next king. Raja had 11 sons and 1 daughter, and Bumi was the youngest. Bumi was the youngest out of 12. He wasn't the strongest nor the smartest, but he had patience, and he was unpredictable. King Raja, his father, knew that was a dangerous thing. The oldest, Tuk, was the strongest, and the third oldest, Raylin, she was the smartest, and then Bumi, the youngest, and the underdog. Their father, Raja, had the three of them fight for the throne. Raja let them pick their weapons. Tuk picked a sword. Raylin picked an iron staff. And Bumi picked a bag of Geminite. They all start on opposite sides of the arena. Bumi makes a cloud of dirt in the air. Tuk starts firing rocks in every direction. Raylin is blocking with her staff, and C notices Bumi is gone. He is not in the dirt cloud. Raylin blows the cloud away as Tuk and her start fighting. Very soon they both notice the green and blue crystals on their ankles. Tuk tries to break out with his sword, but it just grows faster. Raylin tries to find Bumi, and Bumi is watching from a pillar on the south side of the arena. They all start fighting. Then, after an hour, their body was all in the crystal. So they had to give up, and Bumi wins and is the king. That's the end of the story that I wrote. It's a good kind of beginner to legend of how King Bumi started off, but I did notice a couple things that could be fixed, and of course we gotta add on to it. So one funny thing I did notice is up here I said King Raja had 11 sons and 1 daughter. Why did he only pick the 3 of them? Probably because they were the best contenders for the crown, or he just didn't like his other children. Who knows? And I did notice I didn't really add lots of punctuation. This made it harder for me to read. But anyways, that's all. Comment down below if I should add a part 2 expanding on this story, and stay peachy.